This episode is probably going to have an 18 plus warning.
Which means if either of our children find this somehow, fucking click off the episode or I'm taking the tablet away the entire summer you're here. Click off the episode now.
Okay.
If you're not our children, I'm not your mom. I can't fucking do anything.
First things first, ignore the 9 o'clock stubble.
That people can barely see in the dark.
If I can see it, you can see it.
Baby, just focus.
Either way. So, we just got out of Bottoms. You know, being two queer-ass folk.
Why are we quoting an old show?
we had to talk about the lesbian movie.
Holy shit. This is
one of those movies that a lot of people don't know about because it's not getting a lot of promotion, other than the fact that it's being promoted by the Her app. If you load the Her app, it pops up.
Okay, but I have to say, take your high school dramas, like maybe not Degrassi level, but like high school dramas, mix it with Fight Club, and then throw in, what's the stupidest comedy you can think of?
No, you can't do that.
You know the brand of stupid comedy I'm thinking of.
Think of Animal House.
Yeah, that.
So basically, the entire concept revolves around two lesbians who are trying to get pussy.
So basically, you know how most films will sanitize high school sexuality, especially when it comes to the queer ones? No, this one is fully lesbians want to get cooch. That's the plot.
It's literally, 80s style high school kids trying to get laid, even though I don't think the movie was...
Look down. I figure we should probably have some light in the fucking video.
Fuck the light. But... So, 80s style, movies like that. And it's just two lesbians trying to get laid. And they hatch this plan after they start lying to, the students that, they went to juvie and they...
That is inadvertently started by Hazel, who I felt oddly called out by.
We'll get to your NB recognition.
Shut up.
But they start lying that they know how to fight and start this small club that's promoted as a self-defense class, basically. And, they get all the misfits of the school, including the, clearly bisexual cheerleader, who, the fucking guys in this movie.
Also, if I should intervene here for a second. If you're new here, spoiler heavy. Click off or don't blame us when you get spoiled.
Right? So, one of the main character, her name is Josie. Like, while PJ started the club, the movie's about Josie.
I feel like it's about both of them. It just focuses more on Josie because PJ has to have her arc of being a bitch and everyone,
So, Josie is in love with Isabel. Isabel is the bi girl who is the main cheerleader dating the quarterback. That
Jeff
cliche.
is the queerest motherfucker in this movie about lesbians somehow.
I am Jeff. Look at my armpits.
Dude fucks everything in a skirt, and he still is somehow the gayest character.
So, they start this club so that Josie could, try to impress Isabel.
No, they started the club to not get expelled after
That's
Josie
right.
hit Jeff with her car. He was standing in because Isabel. They had a fight because he was cheating on her again.
They were at a school fair thing,
and they
barely grazed his kneecap.
Yeah. I offered Isabella a ride, he's doing the whole throwing himself on the hood, being dramatic thing, and she moved forward and, like, that. Literally that impact on his knee, and he's on the floor, and the entire football team. Boop. Yeah. Actually, that was probably harder than that impact. And the entire football team is, like, screaming and vowing revenge and all of that shit. Because that is the level of slapstick insanity that we get here.
So to, get out of the tension, they come up with this club idea.
We're teaching self-defense.
The principal actually falls for it. Allows them to, have this plus, and, you get your variety of stereotypical characters. You get the, creepy, can't tell if they're female or male character.
I mean, Hazel is pretty definitively a girl. No one mistakes her, but she's definitely that kind of... You get the feeling...
Could they be both?
Androgynous girl who some people might confuse, and you definitely get the feeling she's going to come out as non-binary later.
Yeah, that's the perfect example.
Also... You
get the heavy-set black girl who... The twist for her is that she's...
The line that broke you. You're a black Republican, but you're still the smartest girl.
Because, to get a little political... If you're not,
you know the joke. You know what the joke is. No one's that dense.
Either way.
And if you are, how'd you find us? I don't think we're in your purview anyway.
But and then we have the one fucking psychotic girl, the girl with the long hair,
the one who's definitely like everyone
borderline psycho.
Everyone knows the trailer park girl who is just a little bit unhinged.
Hi.
I am sitting there looking at... It was Sylvie, right? I'm sitting there looking at Sylvie going, I knew, like, 3 of you.
I lived in a trailer park growing up, so...
I kind of don't want to say who she is, because we were really close, and if she finds this, and this is her, finding out that I still remember her after all these years, she's gonna message me and be like, what the fuck, bitch? But honey, if you're watching, you know who you are. I love you. Because, I was seriously just thinking of one specific person the whole time, and it's just like, oh my fucking god. But no, I got called the fuck out by Hazel. Let me explain. So not only do we have the vaguely androgynous kind of... Hazel is the awkward one, who has apparently been crushing on PJ for a while, just judging on the way she looks at her. She's the awkward one with, kind of, she doesn't talk to people, kind of got no friends. And she has access to a disturbing amount of C4. The quiet, awkward one with an obsession with explosives, and I'm just sitting there like...
You. How many times were I looking at you?
Okay, just because I half-jokingly suggest that as a solution whenever anybody's being a dick...
There is no half-joking at all.
Okay, but I've never actually done it... And for legal reasons, I have no access to explosives.
But if I let you, you would, and you know it.
For legal reasons, I have no idea what you're talking about.
And for legal reasons, we're changing subjects.
But yeah, and Josie definitely goes to my school of flirting. I'm gonna admire her from afar, never fucking talk to her.
We would not have been together for 7 years if I didn't go for it.
You add a year every time you say how long we've been together. Pretty soon we're gonna get to 50 before either of us hits 40.
6, 7, who's counting? Apparently not me.
6. 2017, ma'am. That would be 6 years to 2023.
Either way. So, it's the typical, liars set up a club, the club bond together, they get close, they become friends, and then all the lies get caught because... It
feels like a raunchier, bloodier Mean Girls in a way.
Kinda.
It's kind of like that Mean... Shut up. It's kind of like that Mean Girls style of comedy almost, but... Up the blood and raunchiness.
Well, Mean Girls is an example of a 90s to 2000s. 80s school movie that does the same thing. That's where Mean Girls got
the
it
same
from.
tropes that are in Mean Girls about the school, like, ecosystem kind of, or, yeah.
So,
also, I kept making what the fuck year is it jokes. Because one character has a fucking Motorola Razor and he's using a goddamn Yellow Pages, and I'm like, I turn to her, I'm like, the fuck year is this set in? And then Jeff has a fucking CD player, like, goddamn.
that's why I assumed it was the
And I think it's
90s.
actually supposed to be set this year, and the kids are all just going retro, and that somehow makes me feel worse. No, we've circled back around to where what I had in high school is now retro, and I'm sitting there like...
We got old. How many times do I have to
I
tell
feel the
you?
gray hair. I feel the gray hair. Been going
Well,
gray since I was 14.
And at least you haven't gone bald and had to take meds to get it back.
I mean, not yet. Look, I cut my hair short because it was thinning, and I'm in denial. We ain't talking about that.
Like the couple that I pointed out in the theater.
Yes, there was a much older couple there. And she jokes, that's going to be us in 40 years, except for you're going to be the one with no hair. Anyway, let's get back on track.
So,
Also, if you're looking out to scope the gay scene in your area, definitely go to this movie, because my fucking god,
right?
felt like a goddamn pride festival in there. I love it.
So many lesbians.
So many lesbians.
But, so the whole concept is, PJ and Josie used the club to, try to get girls. Josie's crushing on Isabel. PJ's crushing on, was it Heather?
Brittany. Isabel's best friend, who actually makes the joke. My whole personality is based on her, so I just follow where she goes.
The typical,
The cheerleader and the sidekick.
yeah. So, by the end of the movie, before, everything gets unraveled, Isabel finds out that Jeff's cheating on her. So, with fucking Hazel's mother.
Who has, one speaking line?
And, out of nowhere, fucking student parent, or fucking, a legal as fuck type relationship.
Well, I think Josie said that he was 18, so technically not illegal, but still highly fucking creepy.
Yeah, so, they're hooking up, so Isabel calls him out in front of the whole school, breaks up with him, all that kind of shit.
Josie gets lucky.
Josie ends up, being the confidant and getting closer to her, and they end up fucking. Meanwhile, on the other side,
PJ tries to get with Brittany and is hit with the "I'm straight."
yeah, she goes for the kiss.
Exhibit A, why I don't make moves on girls.
You act like that's ever stopped me.
Yeah, it's true. I thought you were gonna say you act like that's the reason you don't hit on girls.
I mean, there is way more reasons you don't hit on people, but that's
I'm autistic, shut up.
that's like a whole hour-long video.
Anyway.
So, that...
And then, okay, let's, we're almost 15 minutes in. Let's get to the plot. Apparently, the football game, the team that they're against actually kills a player every year. Because that's the kind of movie we're in.
And the way that they try to do it, I am taking personally, as someone who is also allergic to
They
pineapple.
try to kill Jeff with pineapple juice in the sprinkler system on the field. To be fair, that would just make you shit your pants violently.
And I don't want to do that.
I guess it could kill you via diarrhea. Anyway. But yeah, which leads to the climactic fight scene where this fight club, after, the third act breakup, has come back together and dramatically murders the entire opposing football team.
Let's get back to the whole, they figure everything out because one of the football team's members has been basically keeping his eyes on the club the whole time, and no one's knowing that he knows everything. And, there's an assembly, Hazel gets her ass kicked.
She nearly got him, though.
Yeah.
Like, there is a hot minute where you think that Hazel's gonna fucking beat down this boxer.
But, so, you know, this football player lets everything out in the open. Isabella, you know, of course, is pissed off at Josie.
Hence the third act breakup.
Yeah. And, you know, so, you know, PJ and Hazel, they have their fight because, you know, while Hazel's been the one basically running the club, you know, PJ has the mentality that she's the one that's been doing everything.
I started it, therefore it's mine, and I've done all the work, kind of thing.
Etc. And then, you know, they have a big fight because she points out how much of a skank her mom is.
Not her fault.
But...
And then, you know, while they're fighting, Josie goes off to Gay Yoda. That is what they call their old babysitter. Apparently, Josie and PJ are best friends because they had the same babysitter who they call Gay Yoda. She's great. We love her. And she's the one who tells them about the other football team, like, actually murdering people.
So, you know, they jump into action to, you know, get the club back together and, you know, save the game from...
Hazel tries to set off an explosive... The second explosive she set off in this movie to cause a distraction to delay the game. It fails, so she and PJ end up making out as a distraction to delay the game. And I am just sitting there like, I fucking called this. Just the way Hazel looks at PJ. It's like, I know that look. That's the I like you, but I'm too awkward to say anything about it.
That's the look you gave me in the Cards Against Humanity video that is also on this channel.
Okay, look, we ain't gotta, you know, give people the fucking evidence here. This ain't fair.
I just did. It's still on YouTube.
Yeah, and I can log into everything and private it. You leave your shit logged in on the computer that is under my login, ma'am. Anyway, so yeah, then the big climactic fight scene. And the crazy trailer park girl
Fucking
stabs a guy.
Fucking picks up a random sword.
Apparently there was an actual usable sword on a mascot costume. Safety violation. What the fuck? She can't swing it. She falls over with the weight, but holds it up like that, and a guy falls onto her, and yeah.
Cool!
Like, what the fuck?
But then, so, you know, when they realize, so basically Josie finds a bunch of barrels of pineapple juice. Why they have barrels of pineapple juice?
I don't know, it's just
But they find out that they're going to do it through this sprinkler system. So, you know, when the team gets on the field, they defend the team. And that's how they earn the respect back.
And honestly, I don't even think that adding the spoiler warning helps or hurts anything, because none of this makes any fucking sense when you try to explain it. You just have to see the movie. Please, for the love of God, just go see this movie. It's the funniest shit I've seen in years. And I want more queer, weird-ass movies like this, so please, go put your money towards it. Tell people to make more of this, because I love this shit.
I have ideas.
Yeah, like, but seriously, go see it, please. Go see it twice. Take your friends.
Honestly, you don't even have to be gay to enjoy this movie.
You just have to enjoy
stupid comedy.
Stupid comedy, Fight Club style antics, and really weird humor.
Very much so. So, honestly, it's one of my favorite comedies I've seen in a long time.
Same.
I would honestly give it at least an 8.
I will say, trigger warning for mentions of sexual assault. None of it is in depth. None of it is explicit, and none of it is on screen, most importantly.
Yeah.
It is a comedy movie, so it is kind of a flippant joke, not joke, at how disgustingly common it is that these high schoolers can joke about it.
Right.
It's the darkest joke in the movie, but it kind of works in a dark kind of way, because it was clearly written by someone who's been through it. Like, that's the only person who I can...
PJ is the writer.
Like, it's clear.
The actress who plays PJ is the writer.
But, like, it's clearly either her or someone very close to her. Like, that is straight up gallows humor. So I will say trigger warning for that. So if that is gonna upset you,
Facts.
don't see it, or, like, go to the bathroom when they're doing their little powwow and they sit in the circle in that meeting. Just go to the bathroom, come back. That's the most of it. Just skip that part.
But go see this movie. This movie was hilarious. And I know we are giving a lot of praise for movies that have come out lately. It's just, we're actually enjoying the movies that are coming out.
And I'm rubbing off on her and allowing her to actually enjoy movies instead of having to have the urge to nitpick every little thing.
Oh,
Because I just
there's
like
gonna be
things.
nitpicking for Blue Beetle when I go to do the full review.
And you see, the full review is for the nitpicking. When I am on screen is for, I just like things. Here's what I liked about it.
Yeah, but eventually we're gonna get to a movie that I don't like.
Eventually. And it's going to be so great. And everyone loves our banter already. They're going to love the banter if I'm sitting here. That was great. And you're sitting like, that was bullshit.
That was stupid.
So, yeah.
Either
I'm
way.
sure something like that will come around soon. Stick around.
So, that being said, thank you for watching. Go watch Bottoms.
Go see it twice. Take your friends. If you're gay
you see
watching
it-
this, I know you have a bunch of fucking gay friends because we flock together like penguins for warmth in a cold heteronormative world.
And all the trans girls that I know,
Like, just go see it. It's great.
go see the movie. And if you see it twice, you become a top instead of a bottom.
You see it 3 times, it goes back.
You see it a third time, you become a switch.
Well, I gotta see it 2 more times then.
That being said, thank you for watching.